It's been over 3 months since I done a video on my channel. Life has been pretty hectic with work, the day job, and family life. So whenever I have a bit of time at the moment, it's just to try and get my own book done, get a bit of art, knock out a few pages, get shit done. So I've been dying to get back and do some videos. Um, just to talk about some Irish indie books or talk about some art or just stuff I'm interested in the comics world. But this book here is what I'm going to be talking about, which is Terminus. It's from Back Pocket Comics, which is an indie um, comic book publisher, I guess you'd call them, from Northern Ireland. Stephen Young is the writer, and I think he's the guy that basically runs the show there. I've met Stephen before at some cons in Dublin and up in Northern Ireland, and then the artist is Reese Hannigan. So this book here, I guess I'm going to talk a bit about, I guess, marketing or something, because I this was a Kickstarter and I never knew it existed until the campaign was finished. And sometimes I log into Instagram just to check in, because I know there's a lot of creators that I like to follow. They don't really do much on Twitter, or they might put something on Twitter and you'll just miss what they put up. Like, so I go into Instagram and I remember I saw this cover. It's a beautiful cover um, that Reese illustrated, gorgeous. Um, so then I reached out to him and I was like, can I get a copy of this book? Because yeah, I just didn't even know what happened. I think that's the worst thing about indie comic books is people spend so much time, blood and sweat they put into making the books that they forget. Like, I'm not accusing these guys of not marketing it, but I guess I didn't see it, and I just know how hard it is to get the word out there. And I guess comics are not. People are more interested in like Netflix or computer games. I think comics comes way behind that. You have to be really into. I think you have to have that appreciation for art and that the whole kind of storytelling. For me, it's like this book is from the minds of, I guess, one or two people. So it's quite unique. Like, if you look at something on Netflix or Prime, it's gone through probably thousands of people and all sorts of kind of, what's the best word to put it, um, all sorts of like reviews, and just it gets watered down. So like, this is kind of like the pure the essence of someone's vision. So I took a video earlier of me just flipping through the book, and you'll see me kind of maybe zoom in on some of the stuff, because it's always the art that kind of drags me in. Like, and I've I've just known of Reese's work. I bought another back pocket comic, like graphic novel, a few years ago called Black Spot. I never got to do a video on it, but I think now that I have a newer um, benchmark of Reese's, I'm sure he'd rather I do a review of this than the other one, because there's definitely been a big step up in quality. The other book was great, like, but there's some really really gorgeous stuff in this, like. Um, but yeah, let me just start playing this, and you'll see it did come with a nice print actually. I don't know if that was part of the Kickstart or whatever, but Reese sent that to me in the story. But yeah, or he sent it to me in the envelope, I should say. Let me just talk a sec about the story. I do want to try and focus on the stories more, because like it's cool for me. It's cool just going through looking at the art, but it is nice to kind of give your idea on the story. Like, essentially, there's a lot in this. Like, this is the problem I think with a lot of indie books, is that um it could have taken, I don't know how long it took to put this together, but sometimes it can take so long to put something together, and the creators might have a huge idea, and they're trying to like fit it all in, and like, because they may never make a follow-up book. Like, I think this was what happens with a lot of people. Like, I done my book, The Bog Road, and I'm still working on a follow-up book, fucking, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years later. Like, so it's really tough to kind of build a universe and a body of work, like, and this book has a huge scale, but I don't know if there's any plans beyond this, like, but essentially that's the hero there. I've actually taken a few notes because a lot of the characters have all these like fantasy type names, which I'm just not going to remember. Like, it's kind of like maybe if it was something, I guess, like 12 graphic novels and I was reading through the adventures of these characters, you would start to remember their names. But I've read the book twice now and I still don't remember their names. Like, but the hero is Anko, which is this character here, and essentially she was kind of like, she was kind of, it's like she was kicked out of the heavenly realm, like, you know, because it's like gods and goddesses thrown down to earth, and for being a coward, basically she didn't side with her master, which was this goddess. What was her name? Ansiel. And then Sorath was the other god. Like, so the whole idea is that these two are fighting each other, and she's starting to see a lot more of this happening on Earth, and she knows it's all going to kick off and stuff. And let me just play this. That's kind of, I guess, my elevator pitch anyway. But like, there's some really, that kind of sums up all the characters there in the print, and there's the credits there. Like, so you've got, sorry, I've gone by it, but it's, I'm going to give the colorist a lot of credit. Gus Mendez, like, some really beautiful colors in there, like. Yeah, the opening scene is kind of like an exorcist. Felt like it was a bit of a rip-off, a bit of a cliche, but what was nice was, because it was like a Catholic priest, the demon used the priest's kind of molestation of his past molestations, like, used that to basically freak out the priest, like bring back the ghosts of these children who were molested by him, just to scare him off. Like, so that's kind of where the main character Anko comes in to take care of stuff. Like, she does have this blade. It's kind of like Psylocke. I don't know if anyone's familiar with X-Men, but yeah, like, this is the book here. Like, I'll just kind of pause it when I see, because I'm trying to not kind of reveal too much. Like, you get what I like about this is there's a scene where Anko meets this dude. I won't really tell you who he is, like, as a spoiler, but he kind of gives the I guess the history of this world, and, you know, who these gods are and all that type of stuff. And I like that way of telling a story where it's not like a massive information dump, but it's kind of like someone sitting there telling them a story, like they're kind of sitting in an alleyway, because this guy's like a homeless dude, like. But that was kind of a nice way of doing it. This fella here, I'm not sure if it's going to come up in a second. This is just more of the, yeah, that's a whole scene. Yeah, this guy here, I love this character design here. This fella with the I can't remember his name. I didn't take a note for his name. He's kind of like a servant of that. So there's the seraphs and the jinn. I think the seraphs serve this god Sorath, and he's kind of one of these seraphs. But I really like that kind of visual look where he's got like a white suit on, and his face is kind of gone all white, and, you know, the white horns, and then these black sunken eyes. Like, I just really like that visual there, like that there. That's a bit clearer, but yeah, that was a great character design. I'm not sure who designed these characters. If it was, I don't know if Stephen just said to Reese here, like, this is a loose idea, go and draw them or whatever. But there's some really nice. I love the main character. Reese draws beautiful women. Like, look at that now. That I really zoomed on this because I just thought that was amazing. Splash page. I just love all the lighting and the effects. Like, she's battling these dudes here. Like, but even like the eyes, great face there. Like an upshot of a face. It's kind of a hard thing to do in most cases. But yeah, that really stood out as a beautiful. And like, this was my favorite scene. So I really kind of zoomed in on this. Like, the homeless guy brings Anko to this church because she has to kind of access this lower realm, I suppose, or a place where, she's going to get more answers. But she fights this nun, this kind of evil nun, and it's just a really cool scene. Like, I love I love the environment. Like, these stained glass windows were great, and especially this panel up here where the two of them are kind of grappling, and you've got their faces in the background. It's cool. Like, but yeah, like the main character, she's like a supermodel, which is great. Like, looks cool. But she goes down. Here she is going down. This was the part I liked best about the book, was that, it went real kind of trippy, and she travels down into this netherworld to get answers. Like, I think this is the what's his name? The god Sorath. I think that's kind of his visual thing when he's out battling and stuff like that. Beautiful design, beautiful artwork. But this is her going down into this. Like, she's on a kind of I've seen this kind of trope. I think it's in a lot of mythological stuff, like the death on a boat. But it was really cool. Like, and she kind of has to swim down. Like, I guess she goes down into an underworld with this guy, and then she dives into the water and swims even deeper. Like, so it's, I don't know, I just thought that was really, really nice. Look at that. Oh, can I go back here? Still trying to get used to, there was a great panel there. Look at that one up there. These two with the blur effect. Beautiful. Yeah, like, look, if anybody's looking for a book with amazing artwork, definitely pick this up. Like, it's really, really good. It's just, I'm not sure if there's more planned or what the story is with it. But this is another thing. When she got right down there, it was like this chalice that she drank from. Like, and it just, I love this type of world building. I don't know. I just thought that was cool. Like, and I don't really want to go into too much about what her mission is here. Like, but all that type of stuff was class. Like, the kind of world building, just giving you that kind of look into the lore of this world. I guess at the end, I didn't want to go into too many pages at the end to spoil anything, but even like this, I remember this, I just love that guy's face, and I love that panel with the sword. It's really well drawn. Actually, can I turn my face off just so you can see it? Like, but yeah, look, that's Terminus. Just an awesome, like, an awesome world, and an awesome kind of display of comic book art. Like, beautiful. Yeah, really was a real big fan of this, like, I have to say. These guys with the masks, I don't know, I got a Batman vibe. I'm not even a Batman reader, but I did get a Batman vibe off of that. That was probably another thing that popped out. Is there's some stuff in here that seems a little cliche, and then there's some, like, real, like, kind of gems, like some really nice stuff. Like, but yeah, like, I guess I've not much more to say about Terminus, but I guess it's a shame sometimes about the whole marketing. Like, it is so hard to market books. I'm not sure how the lads marketed this, but yeah, I missed it. Didn't even know it happened. But I'm sure you can pick it up if you reach out to them. I'm gonna put the guys' links into the video description if anybody wants to go and check it out, like, to support a cool indie book from Northern Ireland. Yeah. I don't know if, am I allowed to say, I don't know if everyone in Northern Ireland considers themselves Irish, so we'll call it Northern Ireland then, just in case, which is all good. Like, but yeah, look, folks, I'm gonna be doing a few more videos. It's good to be back doing some more, and spotlighting some Irish indie books, or just some of my own ramblings and stuff like that. Like, and yeah, look, I'll see you on the next one.